Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the official 90's Babies podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Kevin the Dreamer. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Quay Morgan Hill. We are one half of the throwbacks. We are so excited today. We are here with Queen Sherry. You know her as Truth Hurts. I love her name. And we are just so excited. You remember her from 2002, the hot song Addictive that still just rocks my world. And just every time it comes on, I just feel it in my soul. And we are just so excited to talk to her today about what she's up to today. She has a new project dropping soon. She just dropped a new single titled R&B Love. And we are going to get into it with our queen. Thank you so much for being here, Truth.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. It's hot as all hell, but I'm great.
Listen, I am a summer baby. I just celebrated my birthday back August 5th, and I love the summer. Most people, I was just at work last night, and everybody's always talking about, oh, I can't wait for the fall. I can't wait for it to be cold. And I'm looking at people like, now you may love the cold, I don't know, but I'm looking at people like, are you mentally ill? When it's cold, honey, I need it to be
Yeah.
warm.
Right.
I
Us
know
light
that's
skins,
right.
we pale and pasty. We got to stay in the sun.
Listen.
Yeah, I mean, I can take it only so hot though. Out here where I
Yes.
live, it's been getting up to like 111,
Ooh.
and
Mm.
that is just brutal. It's
Listen,
brutal.
I don't need it that warm, but I do need it to be maybe a good 70 or so,
70 is
60,
great.
70. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
All
what I love
right,
Cali
Queen.
for. It's 70 in the winter, so it's good.
Yes, honey. So, Queen Truth, we are so excited to be here with you. We love you. Before we get started with your new project, we're going to take it back to where we know you from. You have
Sure.
worked with legends such as Dr. Dre,
Mm.
Rakim,
Mm.
Raphael Sadiq. What was that experience like when your career came in? You came in hot and rolling. So to look back, it's been what, 21 years now?
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
your
Wow.
career is legal now. What
Yeah.
was that experience like? It
My
is just
career is legal.
amazing.
Right. Right. That's true. Um, it was actually iconic experience as well as a drowning experience sometimes because when you work with so many legends, you
Mhm,
can lose identity before you gain identity. You
mhm.
Mm.
know, I remember Dre had so many different producers working on the first album, from Timbaland to Battle Cat to himself to R. Kelly. I mean, endless. And so, like I said, you can kind of lose who you are in the mix of that, trying to figure out who you are on your freshman effort. So it was a great experience. And I was sitting there like a sponge and learning so much, but at the same time, it kind of takes away from your artistry as well. So it's the gift and the curse.
I
Mm.
understand that. That's powerful
Right.
because
That's the
you're
first
trying
time I've
to,
ever heard that one.
yeah, you're trying to
True.
make your voice heard and be yourself, but
Yeah.
like you're working with people that are established, they have their own sound. So I can understand that.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly. So
So do you feel like as you've grown and you've created more projects, do you think that those are a little more true to who you are?
yes. As I
Okay.
as I go along, they are absolutely more true to who I am. And the
Yes.
little girl from St. Louis who grew up singing at 13 with bands, with a fake ID. Yes. It's more that girl as I get into the process of creating these records with myself and maybe another producer organically, not somebody who's so extraordinary on the scene. Then you have room to kind of just be who you are.
Gotcha. Now,
Mm.
I do remember hearing when you first dropped, I could be making this up, but you are opera. I'm trying to remember how you say it, operatically trained. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, your voice is so powerful. So I'm just remembering when you dropped and just remembering, hearing the beat and just that powerful song. It takes me back. So my father passed away in 2018. So I just tie everything to that. And I just remember we used to watch 106 in Park together. And I just remember your single was just tearing up the charts then. I believe your song was retired on that show because it was just so
Yeah,
hot. And
those were
I
the
just
good
remember
days.
that. So just seeing you, I just feel like, I'm here with my father and just um
Oh,
it's just beautiful. So I just want to give light to that. But I just also wanted to ask that question because I just remember she's so gorgeous. Her voice is so powerful. But then, you have like the hip hop beats and the hip hop flavor and of course the soul in there, which I'm an R&B baby. I love R&B.
Yeah.
So
All of that.
yeah.
All of that. Yes, I was operatically trained. It was an adjustment
Okay.
getting into R&B the way that I wanted to. So sometimes
Okay.
when I would sing live, it was really hard to cross over into R&B the way that I wanted to. I'm more adjusted now. Like I can't sing the way that I used to sing operatically because if you don't use that muscle, it goes
Hmm.
away.
Right.
Wow.
So now my voice is more R&B soul than it
Uh-huh.
is operatic. But at the time, yes, I was totally operatically trained. I came out of high school that way. I was doing theater, and going into the genre of R&B was an adjustment. But at the same time, it was a beautiful adjustment because of all the people I was getting to work with. And I am a hip hop baby. I love hip hop, and that's more
Okay.
a reflection of what I do now, where hip hop meets soul
Yes.
music, because really in my heart that is the masterpiece. The master mix is when live instrumentation and hip hop comes together.
Mm.
And that's why I've always loved people like Lauryn Hill and Erica
Yes.
Badu, Jill. You know, when you can mix those worlds, you are very, very fortunate. And that's what I love to do. So
Absolutely.
Yes, and
Absolutely.
when you first dropped, you actually were on tour with, excuse me, Lauryn Hill and Erica
yes,
Badu. And yes, I want to go back to that time so bad. I just miss
me
those days of
too.
when R&B was, it was mainstream. Like you didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to do all this risque stuff or,
No.
be a reality star to be a star. You
Right.
know what
I
I
miss
mean?
that too. I miss
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I actually have a story about smoking grooves that will
Okay.
actually have you laughing. So I came up loving, trying to emulate, and wanting to be like Prince Rogers Nelson. He was
Yes.
my favorite.
Hmm.
As a kid, like when how people are, our kids are going to see Beyonce now, that was me with Prince.
Hmm.
Went to see him very young, and my eyes were like, and I was like, I'm gonna be his wife one day. I'm gonna be his wife. Like I was into this whole Prince. Everything was purple. I cut off the side of my hair like his hair was back then. The whole shebang, right?
With the
So by
ashless
the
chaps.
time, huh?
With the
What you
assless
say?
chaps.
Oh, no, not those. But look, everything else was I was so into, right? And so by the time I, grew up, made my own record, and Smoking Grooves came, he was in the audience. He was at the soundboard. And somebody told me that, and I absolutely lost my mind. I said, "What? Prince Rogers Nelson, like the real Prince?" They were like, "Yeah, he's out there." And I was like, "Oh, I gotta go see him." So after my show, I went to run to the soundboard to go see him. And as soon as I walked up to him, I was like, "I just want to let you know I'm a really big fan." And he turned around like really slow, his whole aura and
Hmm.
his
Hmm.
energy. And he was looking at me, and he let me finish explaining everything I had to say before he said, "Okay, I'm here to see Lauryn Hill."
Oh,
No, he didn't break your heart like that.
He didn't break
oh,
my heart. I was still just happy to be in his presence. I was so humble. So it didn't matter to me. But he did say later on when I signed with Raphael and he heard the album, he said, "This girl finally made an album."
oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yes.
He's into music. He's
Yes.
into the
Yes.
instrumentation of it also. Yeah, he loves
Yes.
the real
Yes.
thing.
That's Prince for sure. For
That's it.
sure.
Wow. But that's
Mhm.
So
definitely a memory for the books right there. I mean,
Oh
who has
yeah.
met
I'll never
Prince?
forget. Right.
Yeah.
yes. So
Right.
what was your excuse me, I lost my train of thought. What was your experience like working with Raphael Sadiq? He is legendary. And I feel like when that album came out, we got to see maybe your true essence, like you said, like who you are, especially the R&B side of things.
Yes, man, listen, coming from one icon to another,
Yes.
well, I say a hip hop and
Yes.
rap icon to a soul music icon, it was like
Hmm.
jumping from one side of the bridge to the other.
Right.
But I was even more excited, I think, not because, one was better than the other. Of course,
Hmm.
I was elated and humbled by every
Hmm.
situation and experience. But working with Raphael, like you just said, got me closer to what I knew growing up
Hmm.
in St. Louis as a little girl. Like my father was a local promoter for jazz and soul bands. My
Mhm.
father brought Phyllis Hyman to town. He brought
Ooh,
Pamela
okay.
Bryson, the Pointer
Yes.
Sisters, and I was
Mm,
sitting on his shoulders watching those artists. So for
yeah.
me, being there with Raphael and doing music with Raphael got me a little closer to what I knew as music.
Uh-huh.
So it was very exciting. It was independent, and we had to do everything independently, which was a different thing than working with the machine, because
Mm-hmm.
with the machine you can be like, oh, I need this, and it's done. And you got to work a little harder to push the whole independent grind. So
Mm-hmm.
that part wasn't so much fun, but working with him and the people that I would see coming through that studio, like Bootsy Collins,
Mm-hmm.
people just
Wow.
walking in and just chilling
Mm-hmm.
at the studio, I
Yeah.
would be like, yeah, this is really where it's at. There's a very musical vibe here. And as a young artist, you always want to be a part of that vibe and that experience. So,
Absolutely.
Love
Wow.
that.
That is legendary right there. That is a great experience to
yeah,
have.
Yes,
absolutely.
and you've had it with multiple people. Like you are blessed. I
I
love
am.
that. That's
I would never
amazing.
change it for the world.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing journey, really.
Yeah, I have to give love to another song. I'm thinking of that era from Raphael Sadiq. I have to give love to you. We're on a song with Tidra Moses. I love her. And Raphael Sadiq, you guys did, I think it was a remix of hers where you covered Juicy Fruit.
Yes.
Or excuse me, Juicy. I'm saying Juicy Fruit, from the commercial.
Yeah.
But yes, and I'm like, I heard your voice and I said, oh, that's truth. I know that voice. So looking in the book, going back to the days of when we had CDs and the album booklets, reading, I'm like, there she is. Yes, I
Yeah,
love it.
that was great. I love Tidra. Tidra is, man, she's masterful.
Oh my gosh, she is a legend with her pen. My goodness, her
Mhm.
writing. And
Oh
you
yeah,
write as well. You
I
write
do.
yes.
I
Okay.
do.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I write my stuff, and this album is all me. This all
Okay.
Okay.
the songs, the new song is, it's all of this stuff is me now. So
Okay.
I owed it to myself. So I said I'm gonna
Yes, you
do it.
did. Yes.
And hey, if they don't like me as me, this is what you get.
This is who you
Right.
are. Okay. I
Your
love it.
authentic self. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
awesome.
Before we move to the new project, I have to hit one more point that I
Okay.
could not let myself not mention. You
Okay.
were on my show, The Parkers. That is my show. That is my comfort show. And I remember the episode.
Yes.
I remember the episode that you were on. And I just have to know what your experience was like working on that show.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell you. Most people think that my experience on that show was top tier because of Monique, and it kind of was because Monique. Monique
Okay.
kept me on my square because
Okay.
Monique don't play on set. Because she's a comedian, and most comedians
Okay.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
They really improv a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not ready to be an actor, you don't want to play with that, because
Right.
they throw you off your square on purpose, and they'll do something funny. And if
Uh-huh.
you laugh and it's not a moment you're supposed to be laughing, then you look
Mm,
crazy. And that's
gotcha.
what Monique does. So it was so much fun on doing that scene with her, doing those scenes with her. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you, the most special part of the whole thing was Debbie Allen directing.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Ooh,
she
okay.
really pushed me, like, in ways I needed to be pushed as an actor. And I was
Uh-huh.
grateful for that, just to work with her. Not everybody gets a chance to work with her. She is, woo,
Mm-hmm.
honey. Debbie don't play.
I
She
bet.
don't. So
I
working with
love that.
her, that's
Uh-huh.
that's a star on your chest. That's a star on your
Mm.
Okay.
chest if you get a chance to work with her. I mean, it's official then. So
Yeah.
that was the greatest part of that show, because she made me up my game as
Uh-huh.
an actor and a singer.
And that's what it's
And
Love
all
that.
about. Growth.
yeah. Yeah, that's
Wow.
what it's all about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even
You
know
were
that she
also in the
directed that
wash,
episode.
right?
Yes, I think that was my first thing I did after Aftermath, film
Okay.
wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the wash first. Or was it Ali? I can't remember which one we did first to kind of help promote the album. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
I was in the wash, Snoop's girlfriend, and then
Yes.
Ali. Yeah.
How was that? Working along with Snoop.
Ooh, fun, just fun, just pure laughs and fun. Cause Snoop is a natural born fool.
I bet. He seems like
So much
it.
fun, and he's always like that. He's an old soul, and he's just, man, always in a good mood, always putting the laugh in the whole scene and the whole experience. Like, it's always amazing with him. He's always the same way.
That's
Love
awesome.
that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
amazing. So
yeah.
moving on to your new project. I know you are so excited. This has been a long time coming. We've been waiting for new music from you. I just listened to the new single the other day, R&B Love, and it definitely puts me back to an old soulful feeling, like bringing it back to what it used to be. Was that the vibe that you were going for when you wrote the single? Okay.
Yes, vintage. I'm definitely going for true soul,
Mm-hmm.
true art, true love of I just want to get back to love. I just want to get
Mm-hmm.
back to some of the things that we've left
Yes.
behind. And I feel like a lot of people are ready to do that. And
Yes.
whoever isn't, that's fine. Like I got a teenager and we go at it in the car. I don't know if y'all have seen my Instagram, but
Yes.
we go at it in the car over music all the time. And so there I know there's a generation that will never listen to what I'm doing. That's fine. Y'all stay where y'all at.
Okay.
I'm
Period.
only
Period.
interested in those that are like me that miss
Yes.
what we used to have, just something
Mhm.
special. And that's what I'm after again. So
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. So it is
Yeah.
an EP.
yes, a
Okay.
sheepy.
Sheepy, yes. Oh, I love
Oh.
it. Yes, honey.
A sheepy.
Love that.
Yeah, because of why it was inspired, I call it a sheepy. You know,
Okay.
I for a long time had quit music. I had quit recording and everything. I was so disgusted by the industry
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the evil stuff that was going on. Just a lot of the things really discouraged me, and it got to a point where my pen was just dry, and I
Mm.
had nothing else to say. And then I had went through a bout with breast cancer after I had gotten breast augmentation.
Mm.
So I
Wow.
got really depressed, and I was like, I'm not doing none of this no more, right? And then it came upon me soon after the third year of marriage. Some things started happening in the marriage that weren't all right. And all of a sudden, my pen was just like, you got to say this. You got to say this. And then it became a diary of things I wanted to say. And so after I wrote that, I said, I owe it to myself to put this last project out there for people who had already been waiting for another project from me. And I've quit several times. And so, you know what happens when you tell yourself, I'm quitting? You always get a revelation that no,
Mm-hmm.
you can't quit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go back and do what you promised yourself you would do. And this was a promise actually between me and God. So you can't neglect those promises. And so I said, you know what? Now that my pen just automatically started going again, and I have so much to say about relationship, being a grown woman, coming out of all of these things that I've come through, I got to do this. I got to do it, even if nobody hears it. I got to do it. And then things just started magically coming together to make it happen for me to do it. And so that was why I ended up, finally saying to myself, okay, it's go time. I got to do this.
Mm. Makes
Yeah.
I
sense.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that too. So I just gotta ask, I'm curious to know, was the single addictive? I know that wasn't cleared, right? So that kind of messed up your career. Was that a discouragement to you?
It wasn't that it messed up my career. It was that it was that and multiple other things that were going on at Aftermath that
Hmm.
caused me to be fearful. Um, that caused me to walk away, honestly. And I just felt like the machine wasn't for me anymore. I don't want to mention everything that I saw, but we all know things that happen in the industry. And um, you know, I'm trying
There's a
to
lot of
be
darkness.
fair. Yeah, it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
darkness, but there was some darkness that was too up close and personal,
Mm.
and I felt
Okay.
like I said I needed to run from,
Mm-hmm.
along with that the things that happened with the lawsuit. I didn't know what was going to end up happening with the lawsuit, so I had no faith in the situation. I felt like they were going to shelve me, so I was like,
Mm.
let me walk away from this. I mean, it ends up that they didn't get anything because I have this version now that's a Niger version with the sample in there. When I tell y'all this is more beastly than the first version.
Really?
So we went back and asked them, could we use it? And they're so bitter because they didn't get no money
Mm.
and they had to pay out money. They lost more money than they actually got. They got nothing. So they're so bitter, they don't even want to loan out the sample no more. They done. I found
Wow.
that out recently. Yeah. So a lot of people think they got 500 million, this and that. They didn't get shit. They didn't get
Mm.
none of
Mm.
that. What they got was mad.
Right.
Because what ended up happening was the label was supposed to take what they won was the label was supposed to take the record off the shelves, properly credit it, put it back. Well, because I walked away from the deal, the label didn't do that. They didn't put it back. They just took it off. So everybody just lost in that. And now they don't even want to compromise and say, I'm like, well, I'm not with the label anymore. They're like, no, we don't care. We just don't want you to use the song anymore. I mean, we don't want you to use the sample. So I'm just
now you have a new version
out there. Yeah, it's a new version and it's crazy. It's but it's Niger. So we're putting a Niger artist on there with what I'm doing, and man, this thing is insane. I performed it live overseas. Like I just came back from Rwanda. I performed it there, and everybody like really loves the new version. Like as soon as it comes on after the old version, they start doing the hits like, yo, that's crazy. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. Just unofficial.
Yeah, we definitely need to hear that.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear that.
Y'all gotta hear it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So
what can we expect, like things like that from the EP or the sheepy, excuse me.
The sheepy. Yes. Well, we can't put that on the sheepy, but what you can expect is some true head bop and what I told you before, where break beats meet soul live music. That's what you can expect. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah, we gotta check that out. Do you have any major features on there?
Yes, I can't tell you what they are yet though.
Okay.
Soon. The day it drops is 10/10. So closer to the date, I can release
10/10. That's my mom's birthday. Okay.
Oh, it's mine as well, darling.
Oh, okay, Libra. Okay.
Right.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
It's the birthday. Wait to hear that. On a day. So I can let you know closer to then.
We look forward
Kevin, we gotta get our dance move down.
Oh, girl, listen.
Shoot, I do too.
Listen, that's my song for life. And I just, it just takes me back, like we were just saying earlier, it just takes me back to a time,
Yes.
Yeah. And thank you for, being a part of our childhood and having so much impact during that time. It's a blessing.
Honey, and Black Don't Crack. We gotta tell him what you said before. Quay said, honey, you still look good. You said, but where was it gonna go? And I know that's right, honey.
Right?
I know that's right.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Baby.
What is your skincare regimen?
Yes.
Listen, I have a line coming out, but what I don't do is BS people. A lot of people will BS people for the sake of selling. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Even though my line that's coming out is called Beauty by Truth. My line that's coming out is very much true to what I'm about to tell you. People ask me all the time and I tell them, water.
I hear that so much.
Spring water, purified water.
And you know what? People don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear the truth of the matter is taking care of your body and water. I've been a waterologist since I could walk. Literally. I was in high school. I was that girl with a big ass jug carrying it from class to class. I drank so much water and I still do. I cleanse. I'm on a cleanse now.
Okay. I
cleanse twice a year.
Okay.
Full body cleanse. And I use my regimen that I will release soon. I'm gonna follow my Instagram. You're gonna get all of that because I get that question a lot. So but my line is water-based and it's the purest water there is there. I'm going to tell that whole story on my Instagram.
Okay.
But outside of that, you ain't going to want to hear this. I've been using the same thing we used to use back in the day, from Noxzema to Pond's. I don't use no extra new stuff and my skin stays the same. But it is the water, inside and outside.
Okay.
I have water-based spray that I spray every day on my face. Like literally, it's water.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that black do not crack.
No, it don't.
Gorgeous. I mean, just
flawless. Fuck gorgeous, flawless.
For real.
I don't see not an imperfection. I don't see anything.
Girl, I got on some makeup though. I got on
a little makeup. Like,
but it looks natural, and I mean,
thank you,
honey.
Thank you.
Can't wait for the drop. I'm looking forward to that. I suffer from psorrheisis. I'm very open about it, and I'm on a journey to get my skin together. So I look forward to that.
Have you tried any of the organic hemp products or CBD or THC products? Have you tried any of that stuff?
I haven't.
I be trying
You
to tell him
got you.
about
I'm
the
gonna tell you.
THC.
Okay.
He ain't hip to the T.
Listen, I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. But I got to tell you, there's something about that plant that is healing.
Okay.
It
Mm.
is healing, and there's some products out there that are really good. Because my son has eczema,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
a lot of the CBD and THC based products we use on him, his skin
Okay.
is fine. My daughter has something with her hands,
Hmm.
where they flare up real bad. They get so dry they crack and bleed.
Wow.
Okay.
And we use this stuff on her hands and it clears it up. So
Wow. Okay.
saying that to say, when you
Okay.
get back to the natural root of something like plant, water, like I said, then you can really find remedy for the body, because all of that stuff grows from the ground. There's always been remedy in the ground for the body before we
Yes.
started adding all of this other stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
My last question for you is, where did your stage name come from? Because I love it. Truth hurts.
Uh, King Dr. Dre.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Yes, Dr. Dre.
Okay.
He wanted to call me the truth, and I was like, yeah, we're not doing that, because that's King Jesus. We're not doing that. We're not doing the truth. That's an absolute, and I'm not doing that, because I'll catch a lot of flack for that. And we
Hmm.
couldn't use it because there was ownership of that name. So we
Okay.
had to go and add something else to it. And that's how the Hertz came about. So, but
Okay.
it got started by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Okay.
But
That's
I
good
can
to
see
know.
it.
And this new juncture, I'm going to use THC as my band. So it'll be Truth Hurts
Ooh.
Company.
Ooh, I love that.
Oh,
That is,
that's how
Yes, you're
you
gonna get that good
capitalize.
smoke. Yeah, you're gonna get that
yes.
good smoke.
That's,
Yes,
ooh,
I love that.
yes.
Do you still
I
keep in
love
touch
it.
with Dr. Dre?
I do. We
That's
Okay.
what's
talk
up.
every so often. I have his number. He has mine. We text every so often and say hello.
That's good. That's good.
He's
So you
working
still
on
have your
some
connections.
great. Yeah, now he's working on some great stuff with Marsha Ambrosius. That album is a monster. Whenever it comes out, it's
Mm.
a monster.
Ooh, I love her
Mhm.
too. Mm.
Yes,
He definitely
phenomenal,
knows talent.
phenomenal. So yeah, that's gonna be next level.
Absolutely. And what's next for you? I know you got the EP. Are you still on tour? What's next for you?
I just got off of tour. I was over in Europe for a while. I need a moment.
Okay.
Need a moment?
I
Yes.
need
Okay.
a moment. Yes, that was tiring, beyond tiring. I got like sick when I got back. I was gone so long, and just my body just gave out on me. I just was tired. So next steps is releasing this album and
Mhm.
putting the band together, and probably getting back on the road for a promo situation.
Okay.
I'm still acting, putting
Okay.
out a product. Yeah, just man, being authentically me.
And that's all
The
you
truth
can
So
be.
hurts. Love it.
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Keep
That's
grinding,
all I can.
queen.
Yes.
Yes, we're here for it. I can't wait for everything to come. I can't wait for the sheepy. I can't wait for the skincare. And it's been so lovely connecting with you. You were beautiful inside and out. Thank you for giving us your time. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much.
having me. Where are you guys
Absolutely.
based?
We're
Ohio.
based in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Ohio.
Hmm.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
come out. You gotta come on tour to see us so we can be in the
Yes,
front like,
yes.
Yes, we'll be
Hopefully,
there.
hopefully I get me an invite or something, to come and perform, whatever. We'll see. If I get over there,
Okay.
then y'all gotta come see me.
Oh,
Absolutely. We're gonna be
absolutely.
in the front.
Yes.
We're gonna
I
be
Yes.
in
would
the
love
front.
that. I would
Yes.
love that. That'd be great.
All
Yes.
right. Well, drop your social so that people can support you, what you have
Sure.
coming.
Sure. My social is Truth Hurts World, wherever you search. So basically, Instagram is at Truth Hurts World, at Truth Hurts World on TikTok, and at Truth Hurts World on YouTube, and Truth Hurts page on Facebook. So
Okay.
Truth Hurts World. And
We are,
officiallytruth.com is my website.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, we are
Awesome.
looking forward to everything that's to come. Everybody, please make sure that you stay tuned for her Sheepy coming October 10th. We are really looking forward to that. And stay tuned for the skincare line so you can look as flawless as her. I mean, look
Okay.
at her. Come
I
on now.
cannot wait for
Oh,
that. I'm
thank
about
you,
to
guys.
sign up for the wait list.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Yep.
All
Keep
right,
it pushing. I'll
everybody.
get you some, sis. I'll get you some.
I
Thank you.
appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
Love it. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. This has been another episode of the official 90s Babies podcast. I'm Kevin the Dreamer,
And
joined
I am
by
Quay
Truth
Morgan
Hurts.
Hill.
And my girl, Quay Morgan Hill, thank you guys so much for your time. God bless and much love.